Plutarch, How to Be a Leader, An Ancient Guide to Wise Leadership. Welcome to our summary of How to Be a Leader, An Ancient Guide to Wise Leadership by Plutarch. This book delves into the motivations behind leadership, the importance of character, and the guidance leaders must provide for the greater good. Throughout this summary, we'll explore valuable advice from ancient times, featuring historical figures like Cato the Elder, Pericles, and Theopompus that are relevant to today's leaders. Learn how proper motives, impeccable character, wisdom, eloquence, and experience contribute to effective leadership, and embark on a journey through time to understand the principles that have stood the test of time.
Leading with the right motivations. People who desire to lead others must understand their true motivations before stepping up to lead a community or society. According to Plutarch's teachings, ambitious leaders should be driven by a sense of duty and honor, rather than a desire for glory and recognition, as these self-aggrandizing motives can be detrimental to the community. Cato the Elder, a Roman politician, is an example of a true leader who put the welfare of Rome above his personal reputation. This principle is essential for electing capable, driven, and motivated leaders for any society or institution. The importance of impeccable character in leadership. Leaders should not seek public applause, as it is unlikely to materialize due to people's propensity to criticize. Therefore, it is essential for leaders to have spotless characters to avoid scandals, condemnation, and ultimately, failure. Pericles, a great Athenian statesman, serves as a prime example of a leader with impeccable character. In contrast, Alcibiades, an Athenian politician, was forced into exile twice due to his extravagance, recklessness, and indecency. The lesson here is that leaders should anticipate criticism and avoid it by living spotlessly and dedicating themselves to their work. Guided by reason. Plutarch, an ancient Greek philosopher, believed that leaders should be guided by wisdom and reason. According to him, leaders must learn to live in accordance with reason before they can guide others. He identified the principle of reason with God himself, and just as God rules the universe benevolently and in accordance with reason, so too should leaders govern their citizens. Plutarch contrasted the behavior of two Greek rulers, Aristodemus and Theopompus, to demonstrate the importance of reason in leadership. Aristodemus was paranoid and ruled for his own welfare, while Theopompus granted others a role in governing Sparta and aimed to promote stability through reason. Plutarch's message is that leaders who are guided by reason and wisdom are more effective than those who are not. The power of persuasion. In democratic Athens, leaders had to win over the Athenians through speaking eloquently and persuasively. Pericles was a politician who exemplified this skill, successfully convincing his fellow citizens to remain neutral in times of conflict. His persuasiveness led to Athens' continued peace, but after his death, ineffective leadership led to disastrous military campaigns. The lesson learned is that leaders should possess the power of persuasion to foster unity and prevent disastrous decisions. The wisdom of gray hair. Plutarch, an ancient philosopher, believed that older leaders possess unique strengths that younger ones lack. While youth may be advantageous for warriors, older leaders excel when it comes to wise decision-making, especially in times of crisis. Their greater wisdom and maturity are marked by their gray hair, and they play an essential role in training the next generation of leaders. Removing experienced leaders and replacing them with young ones may lead to unstable and conflicted leadership, which is detrimental to society. Therefore, older leaders are indispensable, and their contribution to society must not be undervalued. Aging leaders and the value of work. Retirement may seem like a welcome relief after years of working hard, but Plutarch believed that true leaders should never disengage from public affairs. Old age shouldn't be an excuse to give in to a life of pleasure. Pompey the Great epitomized this belief, while fellow politician Lucullus saw his devotion to work as unnatural. However, older leaders shouldn't try to keep up with younger generations, but instead adapt their approach to fit their age and ability. Plutarch viewed politics as a way of life, a process that was attractive in its own right, making it suitable for humans of any age.
In conclusion, How to Be a Leader by Plutarch offers timeless wisdom on leadership, emphasizing the motives behind leadership, such as duty and honor, while avoiding the desire for glory and public acclaim. Successful leaders must possess impeccable character, embrace wisdom and reason, and communicate eloquently and persuasively to guide their followers. Plutarch highlights the strengths of older leaders, including experience, maturity, and the ability to handle crises. Moreover, the allure of civic engagement should encourage leaders to continue their work as long as possible, regardless of age. By embracing these principles, you'll be well on your way to becoming an effective and wise leader, following in the footsteps of the greats like Cato, Pericles, and Theopompus.